I've had.
Oh, we got Dilbo Baggins already there. It's, hey, hurry up, Goonies. The world awaits your wisdom. Don't know about that, but hey. Anyway, where are we? So let's get the live stream shut down.
It sounds quite loud.
Lovely beach scene for everybody. Make you feel like you want to go to the beach again.
Yeah, the beach scene's probably the best one. If you've got the one where there's a chair there, I feel like sitting down. That's all right. That one's all right. Looks
you
like,
feel like sitting down, do you?
Yeah, well, I am sitting down, but if I was on the beach, I'd probably be sitting down, I think. It's a nice beach. I don't know where it is. Where is it?
I don't know. I just went to desktop wallpapers and chose one that looked, nice and.
It's got a log. It's got a log there. You can go and sit on that, but you probably get bitten by a fucking.
Yeah, stop swearing, Stephen.
An ant. Oh, you could probably get bitten by.
You keep demonetising my channel because of the swearing.
Oh, sorry. I won't be demonetised yet.
No, it's not for the live one. When they encode it to the end of it, then they pick up all the swear words and they say sorry.
Apologise about that swearing if you're picking that up, but you shouldn't be doing it, you bunch of.
Yeah, that's it. That's what the creative captions does. You can't turn off creative captions, but then of course they don't pick my swearing. Because maybe I swear differently than everybody else, but Stephen has such a proper English language. It's very difficult. They always pick up.
You're trying to say I sound more Australian than you do?
No, you actually speak better English than I do, because you're a teacher.
Yes, I was going to say, yeah.
Aaron Peth Early. Hi, we're on from windy and
like,
cold Sydney. Ugh. Yeah, I bet cold Sydney's going to
be like Sawadee crap with your Aussie accent.
Just leave me alone. Anyway, we've got Blue. Blue's joined us on the Discord here. Oggie's here. Say Oggie. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
From Phoenix, Arizona, in the United States.
Hello, Oggie. I can't get your voice to sync with your mouth. Hold on, I've got to go back.
No, don't, of course. What we should do is you should watch the stream here on this one, of course, so I can actually also do
Discord.
Yeah, I can then sort of you can't see me, of course, but I can share my screen so that you don't actually see everybody else. But no, it doesn't matter, does it? Yeah, this lip syncing on YouTube will be out by 10 seconds, so don't worry about that.
I'm skipping the ad now, so it should be really close.
It's like watching a poorly encoded DVD.
Yeah, poorly encoded DVD. You got
got the part where you were swearing. This is going to put me off because everything you say now is going to be out of sync. Hold on.
We'll just make sure the audio is not coming through. Anyway, so Aaron, brother,
put your hand up. Put your hand up so I know where you are.
As you can hear, Stephen has joined us as well. Right, we won't get a word in edgewise.
The only one that makes sense, so don't worry about it.
And Dilbo's there as well. So we got a good starting. Anyway, look, I have actually set up a little bit differently today.
Not dildo. Dowlo, you said dildo.
Dilbo Baggins.
Dildo Baggins.
As you can see, I've actually set up the day as well, and I will get Chanya in here shortly, and we'll both sit together. And you can ask her questions as well, but that when she gets her makeup, of course, she's got to get her makeup on and everything else. So. she wouldn't
bend over and grab us a coconut, will you?
She wouldn't come on screen without the makeup.
That was a coconut, Warren.
I haven't got any coconuts. All I got is
grab us a coconut, will you?
Yeah, so
behind you, the tree, palm tree behind you. Grab a coconut.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, while Chanya's getting ready, let's just quickly do the roundup. What have we got? We've got here. Yes, so do more live. He's still streaming. I did another casual video this week. Lockdown day 36, Big C shopping. The highlight of lockdown. I got a few people sort of thinking they just love the unpretentious, everyday life. So we'll keep on doing that. People seem to like that stuff. Down about Thailand. Chicken feet Thai dish for the wife to enjoy on Koh Chang, Thailand. Okay. So he's down in Koh
Thought that
Chang.
was quite funny when you did the shopping video and Chanya pretended to swallow the detergent or whatever it was. That was funny.
Yeah, well, obviously the comedy doesn't
Trump
go
and
past them. The comedy
And then she said,
you're going.
she said, "Oh, and then 1 week, Panda, I go hospital."
Yeah. Yeah, it's the comedy of Mr. Trump doesn't go past the Thai people. No, I didn't prepare her for that. She, like, when she did it, I thought, oh my God, you've actually been listening to Trump as well, have you? Anyway, so
Yeah.
Baggie's Journey, mini potteries, the Thai barbecue, and
Stupidity transcends languages.
sukiyaki in mini potteries. Yeah, we've had that before. They do these little hot pots at the outside restaurants. They're quite a little fun. But you obviously you can't do it so much these days. There's no restaurants open.
You do realize you're in the middle of it.
I'm still in the screen. Let me just go to small. There we go. Shane Cashman, what's he doing? Hing
Just tell me the
Chang,
format,
see
please.
view for it. So he must be back in Thailand because like his last 3 videos he's got there is from Thailand.
Oggie's the seating police.
He hasn't posted these links in my Facebook group, so I don't know whether they're live or not, or whether it's just packaged footage from when he was here last. But he could be back here. Brian's Thailand uploads.
He's making a few videos lately.
Green screen. So we're running a blue screen here. Green screen EFX with Brian's Thailand. So he's been playing with the green screen. Chuck, no time to be sad. Nothing lasts forever. No time to be sad. 3.5 years in Thailand. Update. I hate Corona. I don't.
It's like clickbait to me. Sounds like he's going to be leaving, but
Yeah. Who knows?
do you use clickbait? Do you use clickbait, Warren, on yours?
No, I don't. Oggy can tell us whether Chuck is coming back or what. Well, when he's
I haven't watched that one. He was just complaining about the fact that they've extended the alcohol ban for an additional 2 weeks, and there's no instance of coronavirus in their area, so they don't understand why they can't just go ahead and return to life as normal.
Yeah, I have got
In that case, he
something
should
about
have called the video "No piss available."
No, I've got a nice little one there. The national we'll cover that one shortly. National alcohol ban to be lifted from Sunday, May the 3rd. But we'll get on with that. Well, let's just do the roundup first. I'm waiting for Shonda to get here. That's all. She's getting her makeup, getting dressed, and everything else. Welsh John,
I don't drink
how is
alcohol
it
anymore.
Bossa
I
Nova,
don't drink
g'day.
alcohol now.
You don't drink alcohol? Well,
I've given it up since the coronavirus. It's all over now. That's it for me.
Well, I just don't drink Corona beer. Anyway, so recent activities. Stephen, he's done his news articles from yesterday. Came out.
Drink all the Corona beer, and that way nobody else will catch the virus.
I'm just not drinking
that's
anymore.
the way
I'm
to
trying
do
to.
it,
The doctor said I'm not to drink it ever again.
Khao National Park and romantic residences. So there's Andrews up Khao Yai. Nice one. So much for social distancing. You're supposed to be staying in. Anxiety in Thailand. I need a haircut. Yeah, well, Chanya did one in the front yard yesterday. Oh, not yesterday, a few days ago. Yes, so she did cut my hair. See, nice and short again. Yep. And of course, the neighbours across the road looking at it with the clippers, wondering wonder if they can get them done as well. Anyway, so Thai Girl Gift, a day with Thai Girl Gift, Prachuap, Kiri, Thailand. Like some of these names in Thailand, oh my God, they're hard to pronounce. Prachu Kiri, I get tongue-tied.
Oh,
David
Jesus
Daly,
Christ.
CM Reap.
Prachuap, isn't it? Prachuap, I think it is.
Yeah. Niall doing more streams. He's doing the right thing. He's staying inside. Johnny Siam, reflections on today and what's needed ahead. Interesting sunsets.
No, Johnny Siam had a channel.
Yeah, Johnny Siam's got a channel. Yeah, he does a bit. Yeah, he did an Anzac Day service last week.
I've never watched him.
Of course, I didn't give the Anzac Day a shout out last week, which is my faux pas there.
How many subs has Johnny got?
Oh, he's not publishing it. Ian Welldale, morning after the storm in Chiang Mai. Eyes of a Thai, live stream with Eyes of a Thai.
Eyes of a Thai.
Got one of her girlfriends there with her. Yeah. Lifestyle Smile uploads. Can't even read that one. I'd have to do a translate. Where's the translate button? Oh my God. Translate this page. The name of Jane comes with none and also whatever. Okay, let's just show original. Grey Pie live stream up there in the north. Big Fat Bestie is Pat here for everyone. Filmed early in the east. He's been making a point of sort of saying he's not there now, and I think it's a good idea. You know, people start to think that that everything is going. Don's joined us. G'day, John and Tommy J. G'day, how you doing? Bad Badger retired in Thailand. Week 7, folks. I'm going to get out. Some people are really crawling the walls. Us gamers, we've been social distancing and in quarantine for years. Nothing's changed. RUXP4, what's he got there? There you go. There's Don's put one up from his canned footage. We're obviously not on the same beach as Don, but there you go. Some nice beach footage there. What a pig!
That was well done up.
Augie, come on, mate. Bit of manners, mate.
Yeah, a bit of manners, yeah. It's Ethan. What's he got? It's Korean stuff. I was going to drop him from the list because he's only doing Korea now.
I blame Augie for that. Hope everybody agrees.
So, talk back Thailand. We've got something ready for today at 6 p.m. So stay tuned for that. I didn't slip up this time. Sally, I can't even say this.
Last time you said talk shit, Thailand, you shouldn't have said that.
Quarantine cooking vlog. Cheeseburgers, pizza with, oh my God, without yeast. Okay.
It's a new one. I haven't seen that one before. Slowly explore with me.
Well, she's obviously she's come about by posting these videos in the Thailand Vloggers Hub group. She doesn't do it much, but she's basically said it's okay. I wait till I post 2 or 3 before I put them in the list. Some of them are just fly by night and they never come back. And I'm still trying to build my my Facebook group. You've got to be a regular there. Anyway, so Aussie, so Don, David, sorry, David annoyed. Get tongue-tied again. Driving through Bangkok City, March, Thailand. So some train footage. Andy Wright, travel. Again, this is 16 hours ago. There's more extra time with Nooks. God, he must take some video. Must spend all day downloading it to his USB drive. Fraser Hatyai. So Fraser Hentworth, he's
spends all day sitting on his ass. Oh, sorry.
Uploads. Who do you watch on YouTube? So he's been sort of spruiking the sort of thing what I do, talking about other channels. Robert up there down there in Kamala, what's he got? Videos.
Kamala. Is Kamala or Kamala? I don't know.
No, it's like Kamala. I'm Australian. Might be Kamala. I don't know. 28 essential items to bring to Thailand. Some more clues on lifestyle in Thailand. Booze ban lifted.
I saw that video. She has condoms as number 1. I don't know why.
Does he? Oh, well, there you go. Mr. Mitch, good morning. How are you?
Hello, Mr. Mitch.
So Nick down there, sort of doing the right thing, helping the locals out. Patia, light at the end of the tunnel. They haven't had any sort of new cases in Chonburi for the last 3 weeks, which is good news. We'll get on to cover that shortly. That foreign bloke, he's still up there building something. James abroad, 16 million baht for a mansion. Where's that up in? That's where he lives, I guess, up in Trat. Banana King, my Rainbow Laura King family. So
you reckon James abroad sounds better, or Jimmy abroad? I reckon Jimmy abroad would sound more.
James abroad.
James sounds a little bit pretentious.
There probably already is a Jimmy abroad.
There probably is, yeah.
Besides, if you Jimmy abroad, she might get upset.
James abroad. James who? James Bond.
Talking with beautiful Thai lady boy. Streamed. There we go. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to sort of wrap it up and try to be sort of have a conversation with Chanya when she gets here, darling.
She's never going to show up. You're just teasing us.
No, I'm teasing. Am I teasing?
She'll have to sit in one corner and you'll sit in the other because you both can't sit in the same corner.
That's all right. That's the way. I can't split the screen like that.
Yes, you must maintain physical distancing.
Chanya will have to sit near the log and you'll have to sit near the palm tree.
Yeah, too bad we can't actually do that sort of work. But I probably could. I've got other cameras I could probably use, but
I wish I was at that beach now.
That gets too complicated. This is a casual channel. I don't want to get. If I start getting too technical, people will start hounding me and trolling me. Sort of all this technical bullshit you guys do. I can't match it. I can't keep up with you. I just try to keep things simple. And the big W.
Because we're simple.
And the big W. Hi all. Let's talk about the good times to come. Yeah, let's talk about the good times to come. I think I did get some articles ready. Where are we? So the good times to come. Yeah, so we'll start out with this one here.
I've never had so much fun than I have in the coronavirus. I think it's been good.
So this has been on again, off again for the last maybe 3 or 4 days. And I part of me thinks the fact that there is a lot of pressure from the brewers here in Thailand, like, the Chang Company and a few other big ones. Because the fact that they're loss in revenue. So what was that?
They got to sell their stock before it starts corking off.
That's the sort of thing. They are actually, from what I read in this week, they're actually having to dump stock because it has a shelf life and so on and so forth. The shops that that move the stuff, they've been encouraging them to stockpile it. But again, those vendors, because they can't sell it, they got no room to put the extra stock in and everything else. So, and of course, well, I don't want to say the obvious thing, but they are one of the major companies here in Thailand that has a fairly big sway in the political arena. So
it's been announced in the Royal Gazette, so they're going to have a bit of sway, aren't they?
Yeah, so the alcohol ban, now, from what I understand, it's only for the 3rd, right? Because, well, on the 5th, we got a Buddha Lent day, so there's no alcohol to be sold on the 5th.
Labor Day.
Public holiday on the 4th, which is because for some reason.
Star Wars Day.
You got the anniversary of the coronation.
It is too. May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Yep. And Revenge of the 5th.
Yes. Well, I don't celebrate Revenge of the 5th.
What was it? Revenge of the 5th? Revenge of the 6th. Revenge of the 6th. Revenge of the 6th.
54 deaths so far in Thailand, I reckon. 54.
Yeah, so in the Supreme surprise turnaround, after extending the national alcohol ban from yesterday for another month, the CSSA have announced that they are revoking the national ban on alcohol sales from this Sunday. Now, again, this is still a bit up in the air as well, whether it's just Sunday or they're just going to be going forward. Because again,
it says from Sunday.
It says specifically, but this is the Tiger reading the Tiger news and where they're getting from it. And I can't read the Thai scripts, and I could always ask Chanya when Chanya when she gets here. Chanya, darling.
It'll be lifted from Sunday, it says
God,
here in
she's
the
still
article. So
Takes her an hour to put makeup on. Oh my God.
day 3 you can get pissed.
Yeah, well, I'm down to the last half dozen bottles of beer, so I'm going to go out and get another
You
couple
might
of
have
cases.
a problem, Warren.
Yeah, get a couple of cases and probably a bottle of whiskey. Because
Problem is you haven't got enough.
I'm down to the bottom half of my half gallon of gin. I mean,
half gallon.
luckily
of
we're
gin,
not
is that-
banned here. I can just go to the local alcohol store and pick up more.
Chris B, good afternoon. How are you? Good morning, afternoon, evening. We just say g'day, mate. That covers it all. G'day.
Hey,
Oh,
copper.
good evening, yeah.
G'day, cobber. G'day, bloke. Let's not get racial. G'day,
How about
bloke.
the crap? Do you say crap or crap?
Crap.
Crap.
I've been saying crap.
Yeah. Now, one of the articles I did want to sort of, I really wanted to sort of take the other angle. That there's so much, of this stuff going around at the moment. It's starting to get, a little bit confusing about what's really working for people. And I wanted us to start the conversation today with this whole, Sweden claims coronavirus success after the country keeping the country open. Says herd immunity imminent. I don't
Is
know.
that article?
Go, Dalo, how you doing? This is from MSN News. Like, there's a few other around the place. I just thought this one was a bit, more apolitical. Criticised for refusing to lock down. Sweden's top health officials say herd immunity is inevitable and took credit for the slowing of the coronavirus numbers. Now, of course, when you start to look at the numbers that they're talking about, I don't really see much slowing, right? So let's go and find Sweden. They're up there with the rest.
What do they mean by herd immunity, Warren?
That means people are starting to build their antibodies are kicking in, right? And the majority of the cases are asymptomatic. So more people are asymptomatic. They've got antibodies already ready to fight the virus, right? And
It's like the Darwinian principle that just let those who are going to die, and then the rest will build up an immunity.
Well, this is where I've been sort of want to lead the discussion today about why are we all locked in, right? Why are we all locked in right now? Because, quite frankly, 80% of people are asymptomatic. That is a known number fact now. Now, most recently there was sort of an article came out. I didn't find the article that the guy referenced. It's on my Facebook feed somewhere. But they sort of said they had 300 people penned up in a quarantine location. So they are already closed into a closed environment, and 1/3 of those people, right, were tested positive. What they didn't say was 2/3 of that group didn't test positive, right? So they didn't have the virus whatsoever, and they didn't have the antibodies.
1/3 were pinned up by the ears, weren't they?
But then 1/3 did have the antibodies, and 80% of those people didn't have any symptoms at all, and they're spreading in that quarantine community. So the point I'm raising here is, why aren't we doing the right thing and quarantining the people who are at risk, not the rest of the population? It would be so far simpler and make far more sense in my mind to quarantine the sick and frail and the people who are, right, prone to disease. Right, if you know you have something like diabetes, if you know you have respiratory problems, you are the ones that need to be inside. The people who have normal health, right, and people who are fit should be out and doing what Sweden are doing, keeping business running and keep going. That's my take on it now, right, because quite frankly, it's just getting ridiculous. Thailand, let's getting back to the article. That's been my rant again today. According to the modelers, right, and people are looking at the numbers the same way as I do. I come from a statistical background. I might be the IT engineer, but unfortunately, in that industry, I have to know how statistics works and how they crunch numbers, and have to build the equipment to do the crunching of the numbers. So I have to be pretty well on top of statistical data, right, to know how to do queries and how to sort of manipulate the data to sell your products and things like that as well.
an economic point of view, they're saying, why should we sacrifice the
No, the point I'm
96% for the
making is
4?
the way that they present numbers, right, can be used to create two different paradigms. Now, I've actually done some numbers myself, right? Now, where is it? I did have it listed up here. Where's the just for fun? Was it just for fun or just live news? Corona general news. Here we go. So let's look at this one. Open the there it is. There.
The math.
Oh, that was the tab. So I already had the tab open. So here's the math, right? Now I did these numbers myself, right? Now what I've done is I've looked at the numbers from a population per country, right? And what they're doing is they're showing these numbers, like how many deaths, 4,600, they're scary numbers. 4,637 deaths in China is scary. But more scary is the USA numbers that these numbers were done last Monday, right?
It's unbelievable. 56,000, Jesus.
987,000 cases, right? 56,000 deaths. Numbers that scare people. But when you look at these numbers, it's one in 100 people in America are dying. 1 in 100. Okay, that's
It's all go to
scary
Ethiopia.
number. But
It's all go to
you
Vietnam.
look at other places
Ethiopia.
like, similar population densities. Pakistan, it's only 1 in 10,000. It's only one person out of 10,000 is dying. Brazil, that's 2 people out of every 1,000 dying. Nigeria, right? 1 in 100,000, 2 in 100,000 people are dying. Why aren't they showing those numbers? They're just using numbers to scare people, right?
Well, I didn't do well maths at school, so...
In reality, what we've got here is we've got the manipulating data to have a scare campaign and scare tactics to keep you locked up, keep the West locked up, right? And of course, America, well, again, I don't know what they're doing. Maybe their system over there of, I don't know what they've done wrong. Right? Maybe their health system isn't as good as what it is. Maybe people just are not doing the right thing and putting masks on. Here in Thailand down here, it's like 7 people out of every 100,000 are dying here in Thailand. Of course, the numbers here in Australia, I had to put the Australian numbers in. Ian Black's joined us. Got Ian Black, how you doing? And of course I missed go-go hopping there as well. But again, sort of 83 deaths here in Australia, there in Australia. It's 3 people in every 10,000 dying. Right?
Figure I had heard, right, Warren, is that the people are arguing against all this. They're saying, why sacrifice the 96%, the 4%? So in other words, 96% for those who want to work and they're worried about the economy, other than the 4% who actually have the virus or something. So that's what
Well, as I said, by population numbers, that's why I did these population numbers here, right? Percentage of population who have died, or haven't died, right? 99.99968% of the population haven't died in China. Okay, 99.983, that's not a good uptime for a computer system. That's a bit of a worry, but it's one of the worst case scenarios. But when you average these numbers out, it's 99.999. Now, when we in the computer industry, we talk about uptime of computers as the 5-9 principle, which is 99.99999 uptime, which is 5 minutes out of any 1 year is an uptime for a computer.
Oh,
right?
It does mean neither your ass nor your elbow.
Right, but in reality, like, we are all being locked up for the wrong reasons. And I believe this is a political reason of forced incarceration, because every country in the Western world, democratic society, have lost control of the plot. And actually, there's a lovely one that's come out by Juice Media as well. Juice Media, I think I put it on my Facebook feed last night. They really sort of picked up on this this box mentality of the world is being led down by ulterior motives, sort of propaganda. But in reality, we need this virus to just run its course and get it over and done with. Because quite frankly, there's now reports coming out. I don't know whether they're tin hat, tinfoil hat, conspiracy theorists. But the numbers is now showing the fact that there are antivirals out there for it. There are vaccines for it. The vaccines have been made, right? But of course, that's not enough because, again, it comes down to patents. My rant last week was about patents. These pharmaceutical companies, right, have got patents on vaccines, right? They don't want to share the patent because, that's going to keep their freaking bottom line healthy.
Bastards.
Selfish bastards, right? There should be something done with these people. They need to be stuck up against the wall and shot, right? Because quite frankly, this needs to be over and done with, right? Get it done with, right? The reason that these numbers here show the fact that it's not as bad as what people are making out. When you look at the total
I reckon more
numbers.
people are suiciding than are getting the coronavirus because
That's
they
a
can't
case
go
we
to
have
work.
in Thailand. There was on Monday there was 54, I think 52 deaths in Thailand on Monday. At the same time, there was 46 deaths directly related to what they call suicide because they can't support their family. They are just given up. They've given up
Thai
all
bloke, a
hope on
tuk-tuk
life.
driver, he took his life. I had an article on that guy who he couldn't afford to make the payments on his tuk-tuk, so he just necked himself.
So why aren't we doing the Sweden thing? Right? This makes sense.
I think we should be now at this stage. I think it's going on too long. However, I'd like it probably another 2 months so I can just have a little bit more of a rest.
Right. According to the models, they actually bring up the main point. So according to the models, we're starting to see immune people in the Stockholm population. Right, so just like the flu, once you've had the flu virus, you have an immunity for a few months until, because it's so rampant, the flu, and it comes back in waves, right, you fall down, you fall over again. If you don't have a good health system, right, not personal health system, then you can get the flu 2 or 3 times in a year. Same with this one here. You'll get probably, if you've got a weak immune system, then, you are going to find you probably get it 2 or 3 times a year. Right, it's going to be like another flu virus. What we need to do. So they also, despite such the guidelines, Sweden has restricted lockdowns, instead keeping schools and gyms and bars and restaurants relying on citizens' precautions themselves. Right, a little bit of intelligence. Right, stay a little bit distance from people. Don't shake hands with everybody. Don't kiss and hug strangers. Know where your contact's been. Right, a little bit of extra hygiene. Doesn't go astray. I think it's about time the world did get a little bit more hygienic. They did point out the issue of it is our failure to protect the elderly. Right, they actually make a point of saying that. Did not highlight. It is a failure to protect our elderly who live in care homes. That's why their numbers are so high. In comparison to the 10 million in Sweden. I didn't put those numbers on that chart because they're only a population capacity of 10 million, as opposed to so there's less than half the population of Australia over in that small size of probably the same sort of size of England. But it's working for them. Right, I think Boris Johnson, he just pulled the plug too early on this sort of stuff. Somebody's sort of pinging me on Facebook. What do they want? I have to go and find out why Chanya's not. She should have been here by now.
She ran the other way. She's smart.
Oh, well, she'll get here shortly. It's all right.
Back, can you hear me?
I do, yeah. Coming back. Chris Travels, yes. Ryan will send you a link. He's got a really interesting video about herd immunity. Yeah, that's Chris. He's just on my Facebook now. Let me just bring that up on the other side. So again, privacy is one of those sort of things that we're going to.
Herd immunity is what they did in mad cow disease.
You're right. Chris Troubles.
Herd immunity is what they did in mad cow disease.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I got my sound.
Okay,
Is that my
unfortunately,
sound?
it's Chris Troubles.
Herd immunity is what they did in mad cow disease. Does that keep coming? Sorry, I got my sound. Is
Okay,
that my sound?
unfortunately, it's Chris Troubles. Yeah, we got some feedback coming in
Immunity is
there.
what they did in mad cow disease. Does that keep coming? Sorry, I got my sound. Is
Okay,
that my sound?
unfortunately, that's it. Yeah, we got some feedback coming in
Immunity is
there.
what they did in mad cow disease. Does that keep coming? Sorry, I got my sound. Is that my sound?
It's going to drift off and drift off and drift off until.
Immunity is what they did in mad cow disease. Does that keep coming? Sorry, I got my sound. Is that my sound?
It's going to drift off and drift off and drift off until.
Immunity is what they did in mad cow disease. Does that keep coming? Sorry.
It's disappearing now. Yeah, unfortunately, because it's come back through my headphones, it's looping. Yeah, skip the ads. Now he's got this one. I can't actually. It's disappearing now. Yeah, unfortunately, because it's come back through my headphones, it's looping. What's going on? Yeah, skip the ads. Now he's got this one. I can't actually. It's disappearing now. Yeah, unfortunately, because it's come back through my headphones, it's looping. What's going on? Yeah, skip the ads. Now he's got this one. I can't actually. It's funky. What's going on? Because it's come back through my headphones. It's looping. What's going on? Let me just mute myself for a second. I can't actually. It's funky. What's going on? Because it's come back through my headphones. It's looping.
Depth of the audio.
Let me just mute myself for a second. I can't actually. It's funky. What's going on? Because it's come back through. I've just muted myself.
Depth of the audio.
Let me just mute myself for a second. I can't actually.
That's the best thing I've heard all day.
I've just muted myself.
Depth of the audio.
Let me just. What's going on?
That's the best thing I've heard all day.
I've just muted myself.
Depth of the audio.
Let me just. What's going on?
That's the best thing I've heard all day.
I've just muted This is fucking crazy. What's going on?
That's the best thing I've heard all day.
This is fucking crazy. What's going on?
That's the best thing I've heard all day.
This is fucking crazy. What's going on?
That's hilarious.
Okay, I fixed it. I know it's something Facebook did. Facebook grabbed my microphone when I opened my Facebook page and then started looping the audio through Facebook. What the hell? Anyway, we are back. And yeah, so anyway, what I was trying to say, God, that was really, really weird. Got to be careful about what you do. That's why I try to have things closed. But unfortunately, Chris sent me something on Facebook. Had to open Facebook so I could pick it up, so I could get this link, and that's what caused the problem. So it's no problem, Chris. It's just one of those sort of things. That's why I normally don't answer the messages. You've got to come into the Discord and drop them on Discord. Then we don't get the problem. Anyway, yeah, no, I can't actually play the video. What I can do is I can perspectives on the pandemic, episode 2. Let's read the blurb. In this explosive second edition of Perspectives on the Pandemic, Professor Nut, some Russian guy, I can't even pronounce that's about his Thai name, oh my God, for 20 years ahead of the Rockefeller University Department of Biostatistics at Epidemiology and Research Design, says that social distancing and lockdown is the absolutely worst way to deal with an airborne respiratory virus. Well, I have to sort of conjecture, I have to sort of say, look, I'm not an epidemiologist, right? And the influenza virus is just as airborne as this one here. And those numbers, when you put them side by side, this one has a slightly higher R0. Yes, we know that, right? It has a slightly more virulent pneumonia aspect to the virus when you get it. So you'll get pneumonia, right, if you have poor lung conditions, right? But primarily, if you keep those people quarantined and away from the rest of the population, we can let it run its course. And right, the evidence, not statistic, the evidence of Sweden outrules this guy here. He's just 1.43 million subscribers. He's doing it for the clicks. That's all he's doing there.
Might be a bit hard to implement though, Warren.
Well, you got to do it, and you got to look at it country by country, right? That's the way it is, right?
In theory, it's good, but how do you do that? I mean, it's hard enough getting people to social distance, let alone
that's an education program. the biggest thing that's coming out of Thailand this week is we got very, very low numbers in the coronavirus, right? But our death toll on the roads is still extremely high. Why aren't we doing a campaign, right, to bring about a better road sense for people? No, because it's okay to have 2,000 to 3,000 people die on the roads each month, right? As opposed to what this month, or was it last month, we had probably 30 deaths from coronavirus. It's
I guess the key is from being the devil's advocate, is they're arguing that one case, you can control your risk by driving or not driving, but with the coronavirus, you can.
But we can't. Thailand can't seem to control the crazy attitudes on the road. That's the problem. That's the thing.
What I mean, I'm saying devil's advocate. They might argue that people can choose not to drive, but you can't necessarily choose not to get the coronavirus.
Well, there is that sort of side of it, but again, if you're wearing a mask and you practice good social hygiene, right, and you're not touching people and things like that,
and they're trying to avoid escalation too, I'd imagine, because it's the worst pandemic in 100 years since the Spanish flu.
Sweden are being smart about it, and when the numbers,
they may be, it could be working.
The numbers there are showing a completely different story. Right now, this is the thing. It's being suppressed around the place. Sweden are doing what they call a social distancing model, but normal life. Right? They're
neutral.
They're also admitting that they haven't done enough to protect the people in the old age homes and the people who are vulnerable. They've already admitted that. Right? That's what they're now endeavouring to do. Is they're trying to get on top of those people, the high risk group. Right, and get them quarantined as opposed to quarantine the country. Right, that's the model that I think the world needs to take. Right.
After my last visit to the doctor, I think I'm in that group.
Yeah. But anyway, look, this is my opinion. I'm not an epidemiologist, right? I am just just somebody having his 2 cents worth. Not the fact that it worried. Like I said, I've been social distancing for years. Quite honestly, it's just nothing new to me. I've got more time to play games, as Oggy would know. We've been playing games all week. As I said, I was going to actually do the whole play a game today, rather than to go through and do something completely different. But it required everybody else to come on and to say, do a game live stream, and let's not talk about the coronavirus. But you didn't say that, so we're doing the same stuff again and again.
They demonetise videos, Warren, if you mention the coronavirus. Is that true or not?
Yeah, as soon as you mention the coronavirus, they've got that worked out as something they'll demonetise the actual video as well. So swearing and coronavirus.
Why? It's sending out a message to people, keeping people aware. Oggy says here, I hate people.
Again, see, this is the point, right? That they're creating a one-sided discussion phenomena. This is what's going on. The news and the political arena and the media circus are being forced to take one side only, right, of the argument. And that's the problem we're dealing with. They are creating a false sense of security with the current conditions we've got. Unfortunately, it's the wrong way to do it. And the numbers that we've got, the physical numbers we've got, showing different models that they're doing in different countries. The Thailand model works, right? But again, the Thailand model's fairly strict, right? But again, the Thailand model also could be diet, right? Who knows? Extra chilies in your meal might be an antidote to the virus. Who knows?
Well, there's also the argument too that it's not necessarily the model; it's just exigencies on the ground. I mean, where your geography, whether you're 90% mountains.
Yeah, we went through that one there. Yeah. We got the Thailand numbers here, of course.
If you've got 90% mountains, you're pretty safe.
You'll be safe from the coronavirus.
Yeah. If you're separated by a mountain, Warren seems to think that all the countries that are highly mountainous won't have it.
Well, Sweden has it. They're mountainous, so there you go.
You said they're doing well. That's what I mean. So the ones with mountains are doing well. The ones without
but they've
mountains
still got
are
fairly
not doing
high
well.
numbers. It's unfortunately a
The ones
mountain.
the ones who don't have mountains and are just mounting, well, they might have problems.
The thing I was saying about mountainous countries, of course, was the fact that if you're in a mountainous environment, right, are you running down to the local doctor because you've got a sniffle, right? Have you even met somebody else, in the last 4 weeks? That's another quote. Basically, your social distancing by nature.
Depends how high up the mountain you go.
Exactly. Depends on how high you are up the mountain. But here we see the model of the Thailand. So we've got various numbers or in various cases around different geographies. Bangkok being the biggest because it's a fairly densely populated area, right? And
So it's sunny in those other places and rainy in the other places. And in Bangkok, there's been what is it, a massacre or something? Is it? What's it mean?
yeah. But if
The
it
yellow
was
ones mean.
if it was airborne, right, a virulent airborne disease, like now we're out here. This is our location here where this cross is, right? There's nothing around us. Why aren't we allowed to get back to normal? There's
You're near
no
the cross.
cases. There's no case. Well, there was one case close to us, right, from a month ago, 2 infected residents, and they quickly on top of that, there's been no spread. So two infected residents in a condo unit, right, a month ago. There's been no spread from there. So whatever happened there, that was called. So something just happened there. Somebody's just subscribed. There we go.
It'll be a super chat.
The Philippines for Us has followed us a few seconds ago. So
You subscribe.
again, I can understand this. This is the core central business district of Bangkok. When you look at the vast area, the numbers are actually quite low, right, of infections. Right, and again, the infections, most of these are, I think the numbers again. We've looked at the numbers.
The
Thailand.
blue ones are cases of coronavirus, are they? And blue ones are what?
No, I'm not quite sure.
Can't read it. Read it there.
They got a what do you call it?
The yellow ones are active cases.
They had a what do you call it? There was something here that told us what each one meant, but for some reason I can't seem to make that work now.
My guess is one of them will be active cases, and probably the blue ones are all right, or something like that.
There was a key, but I said
down at the bottom. The blue mark there.
there we
What's
go.
that one? Coronavirus.
So the blues. Close to district. Definition of the icons. So again, it's not really being helpful there. Okay, so
And you might know because the writing's in Thai, you might be able to.
that's with the hospital, and that's hand in a wasp for treatment. Hand in a wasp for treatment, whatever that means.
You let the wasps sting you if you want to make sure you don't get it.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just using it for numbers. Like that's a bit of a weird one. It's done by anyway. Looking at these numbers here, we got. We had 9 cases yesterday. We're basically bouncing around single-digit numbers now, which is good in Thailand.
And you believe the figures, though?
I do have a fairly good faith in the figures. Thailand, 54 deaths, and to get the recoveries, I've got to actually zoom in to Thailand.
Certainly don't believe the figures coming out of China, but then again, most countries are lying anyway.
They did have recoveries as well, but for some reason I'm not getting the total deaths. There we go, deaths recovered. So there's only 200, just over 200 people in hospital now.
It's the blue one.
200.
The blue one, is it? I don't know.
So
It's like the red one
recovered.
means.
So active cases, 2960, 2719. So there we have, the numbers. So it seem to, again, whatever Thailand's doing, they're doing sort of something pretty good. But again, we should be letting people get back to normal. Anyway, go on,
Australia's
Dana.
doing
You come
pretty
and
well
join us
too.
in the live stream.
Australia's doing pretty well as well.
No, come now. People want to say hello. So come now. Okay. Here she is. Okay. So sit back.
No.
You can hear what Stephen's talking about here. You can put your
Can't
earphones
see.
in.
I can't. Oh, there she is.
Okay.
Hello.
So let me just get this off. So let's not talk about this. Let's talk about us. Now you can come down a bit
Get the
more.
coronavirus. Get rid of the map. Put Chanya in the middle.
There we go.
Warren, you can leave now.
ฮัลโหล สวัสดีค่ะ
I can leave now.
Howdy,
Okay.
clap.
So this is what everybody. This is where people chatting
ฮัล
and
โหล
talking
ฮัลโหล
about.
ฮัลโหล
Hello.
So what we want
Chanya.
people. Okay, this is going to be Chanya's live stream today. I'm just sitting back.
Bye,
in the background.
D-May.
สบายดีค่ะ
D-May. Good.
She can
How
hear
about
you.
Panda? How about Panda? Sabai D-May?
ข้าวแพน
So,
ด้า
so, Panda, yes.
Panda.
Panda.
Sonia, you're still alive. Did you drink the detergent from the shopping centre?
อืม
You drink you drink the detergent. You know, in the movie from
Only 1 week. You tell me 1 week to live.
Lysol.
Ah.
You not drink? You not drink? You not put up your ass? But anyway, so here she is. She's here to join us today. So what you can do, you're all here to ask her questions. Right? This is Chanya's day today. I made the backdrop bigger so we could both be. Unfortunately, both of us don't have the right size chair. So
Do you do your own hair, Chanya, or do you get somebody to do it for you?
พอดอน
do you
Do you
make
do your own hair?
พอดอน
You make
Pom,
your own
tat
hair.
pom,
yeah I make my hair
pom condial.
yep
Stephen's got to practice his tie today.
Yeah, we've got to practice. Full cut tie, cut puzzle tie.
ตัดผมคัส
Yeah. Anyway, so
good.
we've got her here
You look
today.
you look
We've
better
got-
than Warren.
We've got 35 people watching. Just pop in and sort of ask questions. She's here to ask. She's here today, so you can ask her all those questions.
Looks better than you, Warren.
Crispy,
Warren,
Mani. What's Mani?
Come here,
มานี่
Annie.
Mani.
มานี่มานี่
Money.
มานี่
I think it means come here, doesn't it? Sure.
Andy Stubbs. The America, the lucky country.
Martini. I think it means martini.
You want
มา
my
นี่
glass?
Martini. Yeah, money. I was going to say. I think he means martini.
yeah
Money.
Donnie says, somebody my Chanya. Somebody my Chanya. Somebody
ส
my
บาย
Ani
ดี
Moon
ค่ะ
Gan
สบายดีค่ะ everybody
Chocolate Coco. She's a lady boy from Philippines. She's saying
ฮัลโหล มาบุไฮ
Mabuka. But listen, we've got Blue here in the voice channel. We got Oggy, ask her questions. Blue, talk to her. You know?
May me come tam.
ไม่มีคำถาม you speak Thai you can speak Thai to her you just
Potai
talk
Mai Dai.
พูดไทยได้
Potai Mai Dai.
ได้
Pom payayam putai.
Wow.
Alice is saying, Chanya, when are you when are you taking up modelling? When you want to become model?
โมเดล
Want me to
4
ask for that?
When you start modelling? When you start modelling? You think
He
you're
already was a model.
no
Why you cannot be a model?
no
Tam nan model.
I like to work
You like
to work
you like
I want
do
to model
she wants to
but
do
now
real-
I have dreaming when I young and
Yeah.
now I cannot want
You know why you dream for
Yeah.
being a model when you're young.
no I have family now I cannot make model
Oh, right.
And
Oh,
break it
sorry,
up a
so
little bit. Warren.
chocolate cocoa's from Singapore. Sorry, so chocolate cocoa's from Singapore, not from.
อ๋อ Singapore
Not from. Yeah, I thought she was from Philippines.
you told me
That's all right. Sorry about that. I keep on losing track of where
no,
it is from.
from Singapore
Chris B. Suicitep. Suicitep.
She's a lot taller than you, Warren.
Well, she's on a higher chair. Unfortunately, I couldn't find
Oh,
two
sorry,
chairs
it's
the
the
same height. So we have a nice beach. You see the nice beach?
Hawaii
Don says you have very beautiful hair.
yes I know my tail
I know myself.
yes
I know myself.
When Thomas wants to know when is she getting her sainted for putting up with Warren? When do you get your certificate for have to live with me?
Pardon?
When do you get your trophy for living with me?
Trophy.
Yeah, because you live with me. You win, so you win because you live with me. When you get your trophy.
Trophy.
Trophy, yeah, when you get your certificate, your trophy for having to put up with me. She not quite understand the question. It's a very specific question, unfortunately. They don't understand satire that well. It is a Thai thing. We just got a little blurred for a second.
What does satire mean? Oh,
Pad Thai. What's Pad Thai saying here?
Thai Kien
ส
Thai.
วัสดีค่ะพี่แพท
Yeah,
Pad.
this one here. What's he say here?
An prayo. An prayo. Lao
ผัด
lao.
ไทยผัดไทย
Pad Thai. You know our friend Pad Thai?
แพทนะ
Yeah, you know Pad. You know we went to.
Yeah, I know. Name this
Yeah,
one,
what's
Pad Thai.
yeah, Pad. She called Pad Thai.
อ๋อ
What's she say here? It's in Thai. What's she say?
สวัสดีคุณวาเรนเนาะ say hi ไง
Oh,
you
she
and
said.
me
Oh, you and me. Okay, so good. I want to ask Chanya, where can we get hormone pills in Bangkok? Where can you buy hormone pills?
everywhere
Everywhere.
yes everywhere in the Bangkok in the pharmacy
Yeah, it's an over-the-counter drug. You just go in, you just sort of say you want to be girl, and they give you hormone.
tell who
When you go to the pharmacy, when
you can buy now not say everything
you do what you just go and say just want hormone.
but in Lady Boy the Thailand no for pharmacy some pharmacy to buy right and can to say pay money and take home not say not art not everything
So I could walk into tomorrow and say I want estromon.
yeah you can buy too
I want estromon.
yeah but Thailand not
They not say anything.
no yeah Thailand not say anything
Really?
if you have money you can buy
Really?
yeah
It's good for growing hair, you see. But like I want the hormones so I can grow my hair back, but I don't want to get breasts. They don't have one just for hair.
it's okay don't worry
Oh yeah, she wants me to grow breasts.
yeah
Leave my breasts alone. So Pad Thai, she's asking something there.
งานไปถึงไหนแล้วจ้า
Don't be rude, Warren. Don't be
งาน
rude.
ไปถึงไหนแล้วจ้าไหน talk with สบายดีไหมคะงานไปถึงไหนแล้วค่ะยังไม่แน่นอนเลยค่ะพี่แพทเพราะว่าเขายังสั่งปิดอยู่ค่ะ
Okay, now I don't understand what you say.
yeah I can say Thai
Oh yeah.
but maybe
Ian Black, Warren with breasts. is
Yeah,
scary. Thomas, I keep my gun.
Make
Michael J. Pudik.
Maybe
Pudik. Michael J.
2-3 day พี่แพท can open the shop and not sure
Maybe we should
Warren
bring out
would
the
make a
guns here.
scary lady. Thomas said you'd make a scary lady, Warren.
Yeah, I know. I would. Yeah. And Pad Thai, what she say there?
แย่จังนะคะสู้ๆค่ะ ขอบคุณค่ะ thank you very much พี่แพท
Yeah. So in answer
Warren,
to that question, we can get over-the-counter hormones without any question whatsoever. I could get them tomorrow. Not that I have any real want to get them tomorrow.
Warren,
Mm-hmm.
you want to move off the screen? Just leave Chanya there for a while.
Why?
I just want to see what she looks like by herself.
What she looks like by herself. Just Chanya alone.
Oh
Chanya show now. Just Chanya.
yeah
Okay.
That's much better.
What you want to talk about?
Look at that. Oh, that's much better.
She's dragging me
Better.
back in.
Dikra.
ดีกว่า
yeah.
yes ดีกว่า only me alone right
When we get
push Panda into the corner.
when we get the
I
studio,
can't.
I'll have a better setup.
แพนด้าคอน คอนหน้าปลายกอล
Trump's hair. Trump's hair is an alien that controls him. Trump's hairstyle. Trump's hair is an alien that controls. Chocolate cocoa. In Singapore, post-op transgender, we can get pro Gynova and
โปกิโนวา
Ginova. Okay, and Diane 35. Maybe I know.
Hey,
If you don't mind sharing, what's the name of the hormone pills the ladyboys in Thailand are taking? One of the popular ones is Estremon.
Estomon.
Yeah, what else do they take?
Estomon good.
And what, you have another one?
Come on.
And Pimalin.
Pimelin
Yeah. Estomon and Dacua.
and the core.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, but Estremon's the one that I have seen quite regularly. It's a big yellow box. But it gives you headache, doesn't it? Estremon?
Pardon.
Give you headache?
Oh, sometimes.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
yeah, but you only take
Sometime.
hormone probably once every 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
But he's only taken probably half a dozen, tablets, if she just feels under the weather, probably every 2 or 3 months. She hasn't had any hormones for a couple of months.
Yeah.
When was the last time? Last time you had hormone?
Yeah.
How long?
Bangkan Panda make puat.
January?
Hua.
She doesn't take them all. She's got lovely breasts. She doesn't need make more breast.
Oh my god.
Oh
What
my
you
God.
doing?
My breast, best breast money can buy. Anyway, I want boobs. Justin Rogers wants boobs that make beer. No, this one's only have milk. Sorry, not have beer. Next time, have beer.
Next.
Next time you make
Next time.
breast, I want beer breast. Okay.
Oh my god.
Can you make one for beer?
You crazy. Man.
The Chanya channel. That's right, Dallo. Yeah, like if you want to tip the lovely girl, the super chat's down below. The super chat there. Send her a tip. Estremon, Perman, Undercore. Yeah, that's I think Peramin,
Pimarine.
Pemrain, yeah, and Undercore. Yeah, okay, that's the three.
Yeah.
3 popular ones. There are more. I know that when I've seen them get them out of the thing, there's a whole range of different names. They different versions work for different blood types, and ones if you've got high blood pressure or low blood pressure, you're not supposed to take certain ones, and so on and so forth. And they have special ones that are specific to the case. What else? What Pat Tay say there? She's got the
Pokinova la Esto.
What's for lunch? Chanya, what's for lunch?
Pokinova la
Oh, she's just translating. Okay. You wouldn't want them as warts over. I wouldn't want them as warts over your eye. Oh yeah. Okay. Right. Fair enough. GMO breasts that produce beer. Yeah. But yeah. So what's Blue doing? Blue's got his headphones on. Dalo sent you. He sent you a tip for have a Coke. You can buy Coke. He sent you a tip. Okay.
ขอบคุณค่ะ ขอบคุณค่ะ Thailand
ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thanks a lot. Taken Perman and Undercore before. Haven't tried Estremon yet. Okay. If you don't mind sharing, Chocolate, how big are your breasts now? Have you had implants?
How big what you think cc
Yeah. How many cc
Yeah.
for chocolate? Chris B, is it Samsung or Samsung? Samsung.
Samago.
Samsung or Samsung
Samago.
You're talking about the rum, are we? You talking about the rum? I don't know. What are you talking about?
Samago's a beer, isn't it?
No, we got a Thai rum here, or Thai whiskey, rum flavored.
That's
Was it Samsung?
Mekong.
Samsung.
แสงโสม
Sang-som.
แสงโสม
Sang-som.
Yeah
Still have you still have Mekong whiskey?
Mekong, you can get whiskey Mekong?
Pardon
Mekong?
แม่โขง
Still have
yes I
Mekong.
can have Thai brand
Mekong.
Thai brand, yeah.
Thai brand แม่โขงเดี๋ยวไอช็อ
Nyland, Thailand, good morning, and thanks for joining us.
Alai Kuat Mekong. Chanya? Alai Kuat Mekong.
เท่าไหร่ต่อขวด right don't know I not buy before I not buy
We don't buy that whiskey. I buy 100 pipers for the whiskey, which is an inexpensive Scotch.
Not too much, like maybe 200
Supposedly
up.
bottled in Scotland. I don't know whether it is bottled in Scotland, but it's got the little tag over it that says it's directly imported, but I suppose they could be stuck on anywhere. But yeah, I drink the 100
Chop
pipers.
Jack Daniel and Coke. Can chop Jack Daniel and Coke.
Jack Daniel, you like
Jack Daniel, yes.
You like?
With Coke, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I like Jack Daniel.
Top shelf whiskey.
And
top
Hong,
shelf.
แม่โขงหงทองเหรอ
Hong Tong. Yeah, Hong
นี่
Tong.
นี่
Yeah.
หงทอง
Not
Hong
top
Kong
shelf
is-
whiskey.
There's another one
Kong.
now that's replaced Jack
Kong.
Daniels. I can't think of the name of it. There's another one that's just come out. Anyway. Oh yeah, there's Mekong. Yeah. I mean, I used to drink that. It's very flat. Does get you drunk. It catches up with you. Drink it, and then it catches up. All of a sudden, you're drunk.
So Niles was saying he's moved to Pattaya. Okay, well, that's an interesting move there, Niall. So, you want to get out of the city, I'm guessing. So Chris B, how many beers am I allowed to have every week? What's my limit?
พอดอทลิมิต
Do I have a limit
ลิมิต
for beer?
for
I didn't think you liked
all
beer.
for
What my limit?
for you
Yeah. Do I have a limit? You give me limit?
for you drinking
Yeah.
or you buy
Yeah. Do you have limit for me?
I cannot say you stop because you have many limit right I cannot say you stop because when I not stay home when I go somewhere him go buy ding right
So cannot now. Cannot go by now, but
maybe
tomorrow
tomorrow open again
Yeah, tomorrow open we go
Yeah.
buy some beer tomorrow. I think I
yeah
think I got 6 bottles.
Warren, big butterfly. Panda, big butterfly.
big butterfly
Not butterfly.
butterfly boy
Why you say
Butterfly.
Who
Butterfly
say?
down under bar.
huh
Job.
why people say
Pom
butterfly
job. Pom job.
huh? right
Pom job.
you tell me why people say butterfly
Stephen just wanted to start argument.
oh my god oh my god
Go butterfly down under bar.
Chris Beast is saying 38 people watching and only 8 thumbs up. Why haven't you guys hit that thumbs up? Shonya's on the thing.
No,
We should-
I've got no thumbs up on mine. I can't see any.
I see 19 thumbs up on mine.
I can't see the thumbs up
Yeah.
thing at all.
It's all right. But don't worry about it. It's all good. Stephen always has problem with his feed thing. I don't know what he's doing.
Looks all right on the screen.
So yeah, American Jack Daniels and Coke. I don't like Jack Daniels and Coke.
I do.
Bundy and Cock. Bundy and Cock.
but the
Bundy and Cock. Pat, I think we can just see. We're not going to go down that road. Johnny Walker Black. No, I said I'd rather drink 100 Pipers than Johnny Walker.
What's the new one now? That they don't have Jack Daniels. There's one that's replaced it now. They've still got Jack Daniels, but there's one above it now. I can't think of the name.
Pat Thai thinks I should be drinking Lao Cow.
เหล้าขาวสุโขทัยวิสกี้
สุโขทัย
เหล้าต้ม
Lao
เหล้าต้ม
Lao Tom. Lao Tom.
She wants you
Oh,
to go blind, huh?
Oh, that stuff will kill you.
Well, she thought I danced really well that day that she took me up to Sukhothai and got me drunk on the Lao Cow up there. Oh my God,
Get
that was
third
terrible.
degree burns from that. Jesus
That
Christ,
video
horrible.
is actually on my private stash of videos if you're a Patreon or a member of the website.
Maybe that's the cure for the coronavirus. Just scull a bottle of Lauca.
So Niall said he got sick of the concrete jungle and wanted initially to go to Chiang Mai, but the flight was cancelled, so I went to Pattaya instead. You probably could have walked to Pattaya, it's not that far. But Chiang Mai is a different thing altogether.
I'm just going to get a banana.
Who is?
Hey, I'm just about to get a banana. Back in a minute.
Okay. Is that the social security numbers in the US? Just for making sure I haven't missed anything. I'm not a big whiskey drinker. Yeah, well, I just like for change, but I might get a bottle of Johnny Walker and a bottle of vodka, so I can a bit of a change rather than beer. I can have a vodka and lemon, or a vodka and midnight,
midnight.
make midnight, or then again maybe sort of whiskey soda would be nice. I've never been a big gin drinker. Oh, what else we got? Happy birthday, Niall. Oh, that's right, it is Niall's. Niall's birthday. Everybody shout Niall, give Niall a big shout out for his birthday. I think it was yesterday, not today. Jack and Coke doesn't give me hangovers. Well, yeah, I'd prefer not to put more sugary stuff in any of those alcohols if I can avoid it. Prefer them.
What's it matter at that stage? What's it matter at our age? Just whack it all in.
Oh, that's the way it is. You just got to be careful. That's all.
Reckon the no sugar Coke's worse than the real Coke.
Or Sailor Jerry for rum. So Sailor Jerry, is that a brand? Is it? Yeah. Okay. Somsang. Yes.
It's an inexpensive spiced rum, Sailor Jerry. Makes good rum and cokes.
Yeah, Samsung's very inexpensive over here. What do they call it? The Samsung rum. End of year around the December, I think. Okay. What do you get? When do you guys think we can fly? And how long do you think before people can come from Australia, come back to Thailand?
How long? Don't know.
What do you think?
Think maybe 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah, I think so.
Why open 2 months? You think?
Yeah, I think 2 months. Thailand cannot close for a long time.
I was going to say
months.
6 months, but Chanya's got a feeling there's going to be 2 months. So we'll have to see how that one pans out over the next 2 months.
2 months.
So we're coming out of lockdown this month in May. You can open salon in June, yes?
Maybe everything not sure in
Not sure,
Thailand.
yeah.
Can open, can stop, can open, can buy, cannot buy, or everything Thailand.
Yeah.
Change every day. Change every day too.
Yeah,
Safety,
every day we have
Yeah.
something different
One.
coming out every day. So
One.
ทุกวัน
ทุกวันเปลี่ยนแปลงทุกวัน
I hear, where is it? I hear May 5th is when domestic travel is possible. Yes, I believe that the red planes in Thailand are allowed to fly local loops. It's every second seat, so you can't sit next to somebody. And if the flight's longer than an hour, they're going to separate you by rows as well. So it's one seat.
Oh, that'd
per
be great.
person.
That would be great in normal times if they had a spare seat next to you.
Yeah, I saw a sort of seating arrangement they were discussing, in which, like economy is going to be flying basically business class effectively. I don't know if that's going to affect the price of the tickets as well, but it's an interesting situation.
It's good for a game of noughts and crosses.
Go-go hopping, if the restrictions are lifted. I won't be doing a meet night until we can actually until we really see some evidence of those numbers. Because the fact that I got to get on a bus, I then got to get on BTS or an MRT, right, and then I've got to sit in the bar for 4 hours.
What are you saying?
Probably, I'm going to give it a bit of a miss. I'll probably be doing once they lift those restrictions, I'll probably be doing the Friday meetups with Jerry. God, you're a pig. I'll probably be doing the Friday meetups with Jerry.
Just wanted to see if you could hear me.
I can hear you. So domestic tempo, international maybe next year. Sandy's saying domestic. Yeah, I don't know. I would just say 6 months before we get international under very strict conditions. Unless of course more cats are let out of the bag in the Sweden issue, where they're just going to do the right thing and work for what they call work along the lines of herd immunity. Get everybody with antibodies so that they can fight it off better.
Herd immunity work well with mad cow disease.
Yeah, you said that before.
It's worth another go.
Other countries will open up flights before Australia.
Stephen, Michael J. Pat, Michael J. Well, there's spicy surge, guys. Be prepared for
Okay, so
shocking
yeah,
prices.
Thomas says that Rob's mentioned that country flights are already open except going to Phuket. But yeah, there's different stories. The different stories come out, and of course, it takes the news articles, the news circuit, 24 hours to read through the gazettes that are released, and every day a new gazette is released, and it overrules the previous day's gazette, and it gets very, very confusing. Social distancing on flights, but costs involved will be expensive tickets. Yeah, I would believe if you're doing international flights, that's going to be one of those sort of situations. Convert all the planes to business class. That's a good way to social distance it, isn't it? It wouldn't take much to actually do that. I believe that they're just plug-ins, but they probably don't have enough kits to make planes full business class, but maybe they do.
That's how you get to business class. You just sit there and cough. Everybody moves you.
Is that right?
That guy got pulled up by the police, and he started coughing. The policeman said, "No worries, mate," and left him.
Yeah. Thomas is sort of saying US airlines will be getting bailouts, and that will keep them afloat. Just print more money. Why not? Print more money. It's got no tangible aspect to the true state of the economy. I actually had that.
More Bitcoin.
I had a bit of a
coin.
I had something up in here. The economy. If we just go to the small screen for a second. It's a Dow Jones. We did get a bit of a lift on the Dow Jones over the from March 24th, March 26th. Right, it levelled off. Then we had a bit more of a climb across April, and April's been fairly flat. So the confidence in the market is not really there, but it's again we're going back down again. So the whatever happened on May the 1st spooked the market again. So we
got the wrong graph. That's the coronavirus.
No, that's the Yahoo Finance.
Sorry, you're right.
Dow Jones, right?
I was reading the top line.
Dow Jones Industrial Average gives the industrial average. This is industrials. It's not the tech companies. It's not Nasdaq. It's the DJI. It's a good trademark or a good benchmark to see how the economy is going. I'm still feeling that there's going to be a bit more of a downturn in the market over May. Depends on what really happens in America. And what things are going on in America and what they're talking about. I'm ready to start investing in some American stocks, especially blue chip and some tech stocks. But again, it's one of those sort of things. I still feel that there's going to be another dip. Like this had been a dip here, right? I do believe we're due for another dip. Right, because there's some crazy stuff coming out of the States at the moment. Anyway, enough of the market sort of talk. Get back to talking to Chanya. Silly clown, isn't it funny how the organisation story has evolved? Organisation story. Not quite sure. Initially, they were saying the Chinese were cooking bats in soup. Yeah, I know. Lots of different things come out, different places. What is it? Niall. So does no incoming flights mean no outgoing flights? I'm headed for Qatar Airlines that are taking passengers in Thailand, but not taking bookings to Thailand. Don't know what. I haven't heard much of that sort of stuff, Tyler. Niall, I've been playing games. I'm trying to just ignore the whole thing, and maybe it'll go away. And nothing I can do about it. The only thing I can sort of say is my little Saturday rants, and that's going to really have zero effect on the whole state of the economy. The whole idea is just have fun. And
everybody's watching. Everybody's watching. You didn't know.
I could have just as much fun sitting in here playing games. So maybe that's what we'll do next week. We'll play a bit more of
Chanya back.
Red Dead.
Back.
Yeah, she's back. She's here.
I mean, next week. Don't take her. Don't.
Oh, you want Chanya back next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, put up your hands every day. Who wants her back next week?
You want to come back on next week? You want to talk about it?
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah, so
and have some people
okay.
have plead for tail. What to talk?
Yeah, so you're going to have to give us
a breath of fresh air versus the normal.
Give me a list of questions you want. list of questions you might want to ask her. You know, but she's here to
I
ask
think-
questions of.
I think the chat's been elevated already.
You think?
Yep.
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
this is what you should have done long ago. You should have done this long ago. Would have got all the views up and.
I had what it was, and I had to get the clips. You know how hard it is to get clips that go over my thing. I actually found them down at the 20 baht store. Just give me one of these clips. Just take one down.
Oh my god.
That holds the curtain up. So I've got both of the concertinas. You know, both of the louvers together, and just grab one. Just pick one here. Just take one down. This one, not that one. This one here. Yeah.
E38s.
Yeah. So I got these big clips that then allow me to clip the curtain over the. It's the wrong. It's blue, but it's a mauve. But yeah, those clips help keep the curtain up.
Larger than a P38.
She's going to use them on her hair now.
So that's what they're going to use in my colonoscopy.
Is that right?
It's too small for your colonoscopy.
I don't say that. That means I've got big polyps.
So Pat Thai likes the backdrop screens. That's just good.
Uses
Tuggle,
as a
look
hair
at
tip.
that ass. Would you look?
Hey.
Nice ass, darling.
I want you to